Okay, now in this video sizobe sifocus la ku question 2. Question 2 wethu ukhuluma ngama types of mixtures. In the description box uzothola ama links for other videos engwa prepared or recorded for this question paper ka November 2018. So guys, if ever you enjoy content yami, please leave a like, ungakhohlwa ukushare nabangani bakho if uthola some value out of these videos I'm recorder in this channel. Now we're new to this channel, please consider subscribing and thank you. So yeah, as he penduled on question 2, the diagram below shows 3 different substances P, Q and R. P, Q no R. This is substance P, this is substance Q, this is substance R. And then substance P siyabona ukuthi it's only made up of ubane of ama hydrogen atoms, and then the hydrogen atoms ama hydrogen atoms, they exist as ama binary molecules, right? The hydrogens are bonded to form ini ama binary molecules. Sithola hydrogen 2 hydrogen gas, right? La substance P. Substance Q, it looks like, okay, asiqale ngale molecule leli. It's hydrogen, oxygen, oxygen. I mean it's oxygen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Now oxygen nama hydrogen ayi-2. This is H2O. Amanzi ahlangane nani ne sodium ne chloride. So it's a mixture of sodium chloride namanzi, right? So sithola a solvent nani ne sithola a solvent being amanzi, and then sibuye sithole nani ne solute, which is the salt or sodium chloride. It's why, right? The salt esifake ekudleni, yeah, this is it, sodium chloride. Uyabona mos nawuthatha i-sodium chloride isawoti ulifaka emanzini liyenzani, liyadissolve ngaphakathi, right? Bese sithola i-solution la ku substance Q, a solution of hydrogen oxide amanzi as well as sodium chloride. And then la ku substance R sithola ini, sithola i-sulfur na i-sulfur sibuye sithole nani ne ion. So these two, they don't bond, they just come together nje, then bayahlangana form some sort of mixture nyana nje, yabona. So sino substance P, molecule we hydrogen, sibe ne solution ku substance Q, sibuye sibe ne substance R. It's a combination of ion and sulfur. Now 2.1, what is it define the term element? Well, the element is a type of a pure substance, and the element, we know that it only contains of one type of atom. Hydrogen, it's an example of a element. Oxygen, it's an example of a element. Sodium is an example of a element. Basically nangabuya ku periodic table, every chemical oyitholayo ku periodic table, it's an example of an element. So an element is a pure substance consisting of one type of atom. 2.2, participants at the diagram and the key provided to answer the questions that follow. 2.2, 2.2.1, write down a letter that represents the following a pure substance. So lana P is a pure substance ngoba we exist as a element. Angisho si define an element as a type of a pure substance, and we happen to have in the element la P, which is hydrogen. Remember, we did an analysis. Angisho sithe lana it's a solution, and then lana is just a mixture of the ion and the sulfur. They don't bond, they just mix nje. Imagine this substance R as imagine a stamp namabhontshisi. Isemp namabhontshisi, it's an example of a substance R. Isemp ayibond nelogantshi namabhontshisi. They just come together nje. Nothing happens between the two. They just mix up nje, right? Imagine a substance R again as ama-smarties as well. Yabo? Okay. Right, asiqhubeke la. So 2.2.2, a homogeneous mixture, it's definitely substance Q. A solution always forms a homogeneous mixture, right? So a homogeneous mixture, it's a mixture sithola uma the substances mix up, one of the substances dissolve will solvent to become one as le solvent. Njengoba bengi-explain with substance R i-sodium chloride nani namanzi. Le sodium chloride yenzani dissolve, dissolve iba part of amanzi, and angeke ukhona ukuyi-distinguisha between i-sodium chloride nani namanzi. Similar with ishukela nakhona. Now uthela amanzi, uthele neshukela, then you stir. Now uqeda ukustirra lapha kuleyo container, uzobona le shukela yenzani disappear iba one as amanzi. Same with the juice nakhona. Now uthatha juice oros, thatha amanzi, uthathe nani ne-oros. Le oros now ithela yenzani idayala amanzi lawo. Naye wadaya iba ithatha le color yani ye-oros, but awukhona ukuhlukanisa between oros nani namanzi. It's because of it's a solution, solution is a homogeneous mixture. 2.3 2.3 no man, no. Okay, shota u2.2.3. alright. Shota u2.2.3 heterogeneous mixture. It's obvious, it's the last one substance R. Now go 2.3, indicate whether the pure substance identified in question 2.2.1 is an element or a compound. Okay, this one it's a element. Obvious, right? It's an element. So while I was explaining, I also gave away an answer for 2.3. 2.4, 2.4, which physical method would you use to separate substance Q into its components? Okay, if ever sifuna ukuseparator le salt, sodium chloride, sifuna ukuyiseparator nani namanzi. It's possible, but there's that one method esikhona ukuyisebenzisa for separating the two. Akazi ukuthi niyapheka emaluka amakhaya kini, but uma upheka ipapa usually sithela amanzi just to give it a bit of taste nje iluka ipapa lakhona. So ipapa nasilipheka silithela amanzi. Now uthatha lawo manzi wathele iluka nje iluka isalt, then wayekele stofini, ne wayekele stofini to boil until wonke lamanzi ayenzani evaporate. Ekugcineni kuyosala isalt lapha ekugcineni. I did have an experience efana nale where ngabeka amanzi weluka wephuthu, and then njengoba sabila lapha estofini lamanzi ngakhohlwa ukuthi ngibeka amanzi, then I heard iluka ibhoto create a sound nyana nje lithi signaling ukuthi amanzi sekaphelile. Ngathi nangiya lapha estofini ngathola ama crystals nyana weluka we salt lapha. So into engizama ukuyisho ukuthi la 2.4 we can use iluka nje a physical method to separate the substance Q into its components by heating, so that amanzi ayenzani evaporate. The physical method, the method in question is evaporation. We want amanzi ayenzeni evaporate by applying heat, right? 2.5, so we answer to 2.4, it's evaporation. 2.5, write down the physical property upon which the separation techniques are based to separate the following substances into their individual components. Okay, this one is a bit confusing, but we do talk about physical properties like chemistry, physical properties of element of the states of matter. Is it? Yeah, the physical properties, right? The physical properties. Write down the physical property upon which the separation techniques are based on to separate the following substances into their individual components. 2.5.1 sikhuluma ngo-substance Q. Now substance Q, sitheni la ku-substance Q, we want to evaporate, we want to use evaporation to separate the two elements. But what is the physical property esiyisebenzisayo for doing the evaporation or the separation? It's the boiling point, right? The heating process must reach a boiling point in order for substance Q to start evaporating. So bakhuluma ngama physical properties, and the boiling point happens to be one of the physical properties of a substance Q. So in order for evaporation to take place, we must heat until we reach a boiling point. 2.5.2 what's the physical property esisebenzayo for substance R to separate it into individual components wakhona? Now bheka la, sulfur will exist as a powder, and then iron is a metal. So this one iba straightforward again. How do you separate a powder ne metal? Okay, how do you separate? Okay, the fastest way for separating a powder and a metal, and keep in mind, bear in mind, the iron now you exist as maybe iron filling. So right, imagine impuphu ihlangane nama crumbs with steel wool. Right, how do you work that out? Ufuna ukupheka ipapa, impuphu yakhe ihlangane nama crumbs welo kanje we steel wool, you get a magnet, right? Leyo magnet leyo izokunceda ukuthi useparate lawo ma metals lawo, the steel wool from impuphu yakho, right? So the physical property is called a magnetism. So 2.5.2 was the last question. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Asibonane on the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Nangabuna question asikhulume in the comment section. In the description box kunama video ongawabukela for this question paper ongarecordile. So for now guys, asibonane on the next one. Peace.